What's good, my K squad? Welcome back to another reaction video. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button for daily videos. So today we are going to get into George Carlin 10 Commandments. I reacted to this video like months, probably like a year ago at least. It's definitely like a year ago, and it kind of got lost in the files, and so many people have been requesting for me to do it again, so I'm going to do it again. If you have a problem with that, exit out of it. Cool. In case you guys are wondering why I'm in my car, I'm on my break, so I decided to record some videos for you guys. So if you guys have any video requests, make sure you guys comment them down below. I will be posting daily videos. I'm gonna try to post at least 2 videos a day, but we'll see where that's gonna go. Comment down below, let me know what videos you guys want to see next. If you guys have seen this before, let me know your reaction to this, and if you haven't seen this before, then sit back, relax, and let's just get right into it. Okay, so give this a thumbs up if you love George Carlin, and let's go.
Here's something else I got a problem with: the 10 Commandments. Here's my problem: why are there 10? You don't need 10. I think the list of commandments was deliberately and artificially inflated to get it up to 10. It's a padded list. Here's what they did. About 5,000 years ago, a bunch of religious and political hustlers got together to try to figure out how to control people, how to keep them in line. They knew people were basically stupid and would believe anything they were told, so they announced that God had given them some commandments. Up on a mountain, when no one was around, God had given them the 10 Commandments. But let me ask you this. When they were sitting around making this shit up, why did they pick 10? Why 10? Why not 9 or 11? I'll tell you why. Because 10 sounds official. 10 sounds important. They knew if it was 11, people wouldn't take it seriously. So what, are you kidding me? The 11 Commandments? Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, shut up.
10 sounds important. 10 is the basis for the decimal system. It's a decade. It's a psychologically satisfying number. The top 10, the 10 most wanted, the 10 best dressed. So having 10 commandments was really a marketing decision. And to me, it's clearly a bullshit list. It's a political document artificially inflated to sell better. I'm going to show you how you could reduce the number of commandments and come up with a list that's a little more workable and logical. We're going to start with the first 3, and I'll use the Roman Catholic version because those are the ones I was taught as a little boy. I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have strange gods before me. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Thou shalt keep holy the Sabbath. Right off the bat, the first 3, pure bullshit.
Why?
Sabbath day, Lord's name, strange gods. Spooky language. Spooky language. Designed to scare and control primitive people. In no way does superstitious nonsense like this apply to the lives of intelligent, civilized humans in the 21st century. You throw out the first 3 commandments, you're down to 7. Next, honor thy father and mother. Obedience, respect for authority. Just another name for controlling people. The truth is, obedience and respect should not be automatic. They should be earned. They should be based on the parent's performance. Parent's performance.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about that one.
Some parents deserve respect. Most of them don't. Period. You're down to 6. Now, in the interest of logic, something religion is very uncomfortable with, we're going to jump around the list a little bit. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Stealing and lying. Well, actually, these 2 both prohibit the same kind of behavior. Dishonesty, stealing, and lying. So you don't need 2 of them. Instead, you combine them and you call it thou shalt not be dishonest. And suddenly, you're down to 5. And as long as we're combining, I have 2 others that belong together. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Once again, these 2 prohibit the same kind of behavior, in this case, marital infidelity. The difference is coveting takes place in the mind, and I don't think you should outlaw fantasizing about someone else's wife. Otherwise, what's a guy going to think about when he's waxing his carrot? But marital fidelity is a good idea, so we're going to keep the idea and call this one, thou shalt not be unfaithful. And suddenly, we're down to 4. But when you think about it, honesty and fidelity are really part of the same overall value. So in truth, you could combine the 2 honesty commandments with the 2 fidelity commandments and give them simpler language, positive language instead of negative, and call the whole thing, thou shalt always be honest and faithful. And we're down to 3. Thou shalt, they're going away.
Okay,
They're going away
George.
fast. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods. This one is just plain fucking stupid. Coveting your neighbor's goods is what keeps the economy going. All right? Your neighbor gets a vibrator that plays "O Come All Ye Faithful." You want to get one too. Coveting creates jobs. Leave it alone. You throw out coveting and you're down to 2 now. The big honesty and fidelity commandment, and the one we haven't talked about yet, thou shalt not kill. Murder. The 5th commandment. But when you think about it, religion has never really had a big problem with murder. Not really. More people have been killed in the name of God than for any other reason. All you have to do... All you have to do is look at Northern Ireland, the Middle East, Kashmir, the Inquisition, the Crusades, and the World Trade Center to see how seriously the religious folks take thou shalt not kill. The more devout they are, the more they see murder as being negotiable. It's negotiable. You know?
I don't believe that at all.
It depends. It depends on who's doing the killing and who's getting killed. So, with all of this in mind, I leave you with my revised list of the 2 commandments. Thou shalt always be honest and faithful to the provider of thy nookie. And thou shalt try real hard not to kill anyone, unless, of course, they pray to a different invisible man from the one you pray to. 2 is all you need. Moses could have carried him down the hill in his fucking pocket. And if they had a list like that, I wouldn't mind those folks in Alabama putting it up on the courthouse wall. As long as they included one additional commandment, thou shalt keep thy religion to thyself.
Oh boy.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
All right, guys. So that was George Carlin, 10 Commandments. So the first time I watched this, it was probably like the second George Carlin skit I've ever seen. So now that I know Carlin a little more, I felt like I wanted to react to it. I want to react to a lot of things that I reacted to first in the beginning, because that was before, you know, because all right, let me just start off with saying I'm a Christian. I'm not like read the Bible every single day Christian, but I grew up in Christianity, so you know, I believe in God. It is what it is. That's just me. Okay, you do you, I do me. But yeah, before, when I watched this, I was like catching so much feelings, and now obviously it's comedy. I mean, I don't find it funny. I just don't find certain things Carlin says to be funny, and I think maybe because he's like old and grumpy, and he just doesn't, I just don't have the same humor as him. So, you know, that's that. So like things that he says is not funny. I mean, sometimes, you know, I like laugh at some stuff. Like sometimes, you know, he can get me like a little bit of times, a little bit. You can see me like, huh, or but for the most part, I don't find him funny. There's just certain things that I can like understand. I'm like, okay, I can get why you say that. I can get why you say that. So that's that. I'm trying to think about, that's why I wish I could like speak while I'm watching it, because sometimes I feel like I forget what I want to say. But I feel like why would it be okay for you to like jerk off to somebody else's wife? Like, that's just weird as hell to me. Like, that's just weird to me. But what else did he say? He said so many other things. Like, he was like how the number 10 is like such a marketing thing, which that is, but back then there was no such thing as marketing, and if there was, then clearly, obviously, God is exactly who he is, because he was smart enough to know that before there was any of this. So there's that. But it has been scientifically, I don't know if I would say scientifically, it has been proven that the number 10 is, you know, it's more attractive to the eye, and it like brings you more attention. Like, it makes you want to see it more. It makes you want to click on it. I don't know. I like look at things for like YouTube and things like that, and what makes people click on things, and certain colors that triggers things in your mind, and certain sounds, certain smells, and certain words, you know. So that actually is a marketing scheme. But he was right about that. And even when he made this, I don't even know when this was made, but I'm sure it was like years ago. I'm sure that was a thing back then, but it wasn't as talked about as it was now. So, I mean, good for him for knowing that. There's quite a few things that Carlin does say sometimes that I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, you actually thought about that. Like, you really, really thought about that. And now it's actually happening, you know? Not saying that he's always right, but he has a weird, fucked up mind. And he thinks about things that I feel like people don't usually think about. So the fact that his mind wanders in so many different places, some of the things that he does think about does actually show itself. And not usually in the same exact way, but it does show certain pieces of itself. You know, like it just does get revealed a little bit. But Carlin, he's just very grumpy and just very, like, he has nothing to really believe in. Like, I just feel like he just has nothing to believe in. And that's on him, you know what I mean? Like, well, it was on him, but, you know, he's not alive anymore. You know, that's on him. And if that's how you guys feel too, that's how you guys feel. Like, I'm not going to tell you who to love, and I'm not going to, and you damn as hell shouldn't tell me who to love. And I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong, and you shouldn't tell me if I'm right or wrong, because you're on my reaction and you're watching my reaction. So you're gonna get what I have to say, and if you don't want to hear it, then move. So, like, I don't care if people are gonna be like, oh, like, you're so ignorant, or like, you don't even know who God is, or like, how could you believe in God and he doesn't do this and he does this? Like, that's your opinion. Keep your opinion to yourself, because I'm not gonna respond. I don't care. I don't. But that's why I watch Carlin sometimes, because he has a I don't care attitude, and I don't care either. Like, I don't care about your opinion if you're going to come and try to tell me what I should be doing. You know what I mean? If you want to respectfully say, this is how you feel, then that's how you feel. But don't try to project your inner issues and your inner feelings on me, you know what I mean? Because it ain't gonna work like that. Just like I'm not sitting here preaching to you that you guys are dumb for believing everything Carlin says. Like, that's just him. But, you know, that's just my reaction to that. And like I said, I want to react to so many other Carlin videos that I used to do back then, when I was more like, what's the word? I really can't think of the word right now for some reason. I'm having like a blank for some reason. I was taking things real personally. And that's because I didn't know who Carlin is. And I'm like, who the hell does he, like, where does this man wake up in the morning and get off feeling like he's better than anybody else, you know? But, I don't care. Like, at this point, I don't care. It's like comedy, I guess. Like, even though you're like trying to shit on a whole religion, like, for somebody that doesn't love religion, he based his whole comedian career on speaking on religion. It's so funny. It's like, come on, Carlin, we know you love God. Like, this man secretly goes in like the back of his like after his sets, and he's like sitting there praying like, I'm so sorry I said that about you. But he probably does. You don't know. Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead, because I'm sure you wasn't backstage with Carlin. You don't know what he was doing. But yeah, so comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. What's your thoughts on this, and what's your thoughts on Carlin? What's your favorite Carlin stand-up? Let me know, because I'm going to be adding them and reacting to all of them. So yeah, comment down below and let me know. I love you, my K Squad. I will talk to you guys later.